What up? It's your man Trey the Stoner back again with another video. This time we're gonna be talking about the new MPC XL. It dropped today. Seen a bunch of people getting them set up and everything in all the groups. Um, so I just wanted to talk about why I'm probably not gonna cop this one and why maybe you should still cop it. Um, let's start with the first point that I'd like to make is, I look at these joints as tools. So, you look right here, I got the 37, I got the old school back there. I also have a MacBook Pro with pretty much every plug-in, that you would want on there. Most of the big ones, a lot of the smaller underground plugins that I cook up on. So I don't see a reason for me to go running out and buying the new MPC. I could if I really wanted to. I could buy a few of them if I wanted to, really. But that's here nor there. But um, I look at them as tools. I have a bunch of tools for a lot of my different hobbies and businesses. I look at music is still a hobby because I don't make any really big money off of doing any music. So I don't really look at um, my music production as a business per se. Um, I'd like to take it there, but as of right now, I just haven't been able to really focus the time on it with my other businesses that bring in the bulk of my income. Um, I end up not having a lot of time. Sometime I might go a week without touching any music production equipment. So definitely putting some steps in as far as you know putting systems and different things in place in my businesses to where I can step away and work on this a little bit more because this is one of my passions, one of my dreams, and I think everybody should take time and put some of their time invested into things that make them, happy, things that enrich you, especially if you could have the opportunity to make it, a business as well. That would be, I think that's what everybody's, dream is or whatever, is to take a hobby or something they love to do every day that they would do for free and make it, you know, a business full time, But all in all, man, I think the MP is dope. I think the MPC XL is hot. Like, you know what I'm saying? When I first seen cats opening it up, I started to go order me one, but then I sat there and I thought about it. I was like, I just got this one. I haven't even downloaded all the other sounds that I want to download into here. I got like the ones that came with it, and then they gave me like another one. They gave me another free. They gave me a free one. I selected the Jura because I do use the Juno. I had the Juno, the Arteria Juno, and I also have a Juno, the Roland, the software version of the Roland, the Roland Juno. So I did want to have that in this because I do plan on using this primarily in standalone right now because they don't have the arranger set up for the MPC software, which I'd love to go hybrid because, like I've said in previous videos, I used to be a real big machine head. I still have my machine, my Mark. I still have my first edition one. I have a Mark III, and then I also have a Micro somewhere around here, probably in a box somewhere with various MIDI keyboards and mics and mixers and whatnot that I'm just not really using right now. Cords, whatever, hard drives. But yeah, I don't see myself running out and buying one of them joints just because it's hot. You know what I'm saying? It is hot. It does look hot, but if you think about things like a business person, you would think and say, you know what? use the tools that I have right now. If I can get the job done with the tools that I have right now, let me master the tools that I have now. And like this is like my first Akai product from any of the new ones. I skipped out. I was super hard on machine when they did the Renaissance. I thought that it was just basically an Akai version of the machine. You know what I'm saying? The Akai didn't have no plugins at the time, so I didn't see a reason for me to switch to that ecosystem. I mean, they're still they. I saw they had a lot of problems implementing VST3 into the software version. It doesn't seem like the software version is being prioritized to me like that. So, um, I'm a sound man. Like I like to go through a lot of sounds. Usually, I have kind of enjoyed the workflow in this, having the few VSTs that are in it. But I do want to go ahead and get that pack that they have with the pianos, the fabric, the pianos, and the organ, and I think there's like another one or two VSTs that come in that pack, and I'm probably just gonna start doing most of my production on this uh, standalone, and then bouncing everything out from there, and maybe doing a little bit of mixing or something in Logic or FL Studio, which I have on my MacBook Pro, um, which I do produce a lot of my tracks on that MacBook Pro. Uh, so I would say, moving forward, what I would say is, so the reason why I say, maybe you should look at the new MPC is for these reasons right here. The new MPC is dope. It has a lot of RAM. What is it? Got 8 cores, 8 core processor, 16 gigs of RAM. Man, that's a beast, man. Like I think this one only has uh like a 4 core processor or something like that. 4 cores or 2 cores, something like that, and only like 2 gigs of RAM. So this is like a baby to that thing. I would love to see them come out with like maybe a 37 or maybe a 49 version of this that you can put all the plugins in. And I would love to see them make the next version of these machines be able to install your third party VSTs. That would be like the game over situation for Akai, in my opinion. If they came out with, even in this form factor right here, if they put that 8 cores in here with 16 gigs of RAM, you can run most VSTs off of that. You know what I'm saying? That'd be hard. Put the stick, put a SSD on this joint, and you can run everything right off of this, and you just go stand alone, bounce it all out. Man, that'd be the end all be all for me, because then I would just get me like I get me one of them joints, a nice case, and just rock it wherever, everywhere with me. You know what I mean? So I'm definitely loving seeing, the products they're putting out. I think that the products that they are putting out, now that I put my hands on one of the newer ones, I've had this beast right here for about, I think I bought this joint in like 2009 or 2008, something in there. I originally started off making beats on a laptop, and then I got the bug for hardware, and I went and bought an MV8000 rolling machine. I really love that joint. It sounded crazy. It sounded really crazy. You know what I'm saying? You could sample into it, and then it had a disk drive on it where you could, I still got all the discs with all the old sound kits and stuff, and you could just load the sound kits off there, man, and just go crazy. That joint, man, I missed that joint. If I seen one cheap, I'd probably buy it. But for why you should buy one of these new XL joints is also because number one, it's a beast. Number two, if you don't have a next gen MPC, maybe you have an older joint. You know what I'm saying? If you're not just stuck on your older joint and you want to go into the new version of the MPs, you know what I'm saying? Um, I would definitely look into the new one, the XL. It looks hot. It looks like that and a MIDI keyboard. And if you get all the sounds in it, I haven't seen. I think they're giving you all the sounds in it that they currently have. I don't know if you have to buy like the NI stuff, but I think you get all the pictures that I've seen guys with it so far. It looks like you get everything Akai has so far. I think their plugins are crazy. They sound dope. They load up fast. The presets load up pretty fast for me. I seen some guys in a 37 group that I'm in complaining about this 37 not loading the sounds really fast. The VSTs on this for me have loaded really, really fast. And my key groups, I have some big key groups from some people that in that group that I downloaded. A couple of the pianos, they take some seconds to load, but they sound really good, so it's worth it. But I haven't had much problem with this joint. And if I do run into any problems, I'll just bounce my shit down to audio and just keep it grooving. You feel me? Um, but yeah, that new joint is hot, man. If you are looking for another music production tool and you got the funds to burn, I would say go get it. I wouldn't go getting into debt to buy one of these machines though. I would not recommend that. I would maybe go and maybe get one of these entry level joints. Like these joints, I got mine. I got this. I finally broke down and bought this joint because during the holidays they were running them for like $200 off. So I think I paid like $6.99 in shipping for this joint. And I've seen these as low as like $500 on Facebook Marketplace. So you can get one of these, or you can get an MPC One Plus. I've been seeing those for $500 all day on Facebook Marketplace. So maybe look for one of those, or even like a Live 2 to get started. If you want to go hardware, you want to go MPC, you know what I'm saying? Or if you want to go vintage because you can get. I just seen it. This is a 2000. This is the old school 2000, the first 2000, the 2000 XL. I seen a 2000 XL for $495 the other day at my Guitar Center. I almost grabbed it, but I'm like, I'm just spending $500 just to spend $500 for nostalgia. You know what I mean? So I didn't buy it, but I've been kind of more looking at getting into some hardware synth stuff. Um, that's probably the route I'm gonna go. But as far as like if you're a new producer, man, and you got the money to burn, spend the 3 bands and get the XL, man. I think it's gonna be a good investment, especially if you're looking to, try to turn your music production into some paper. Be dope to have that one machine, and you can always just play your chords and stuff and play the pads. You know what I'm saying? Because that's how I started really with just playing my melodies on the pads before I started learning. I learned the basic chord structures and stuff like that when I started really getting into it. But that's a great way to get into it because this joint has like a chord mode, it has scales. You can lock the scale in to where you never push a wrong note on here. So that with all the VSTs, man, you get you some, go buy you some drum kits for whoever you want to buy drum kits, Beat Butcher, whoever, you know what I'm saying? Buy the drum kits or go to Reddit, whatever. Get you some drums, throw it in here, man. You good to go for under a band. You know what I mean? You could fully deck out one of these for under a band. You know what I mean? Or you could go used, or you could go laptop and go FL Studio. That's still a dope way to go because with even FL Studio, if you have a laptop laying around, you can get started today. You could download FL Studio. I think the producer edition is like $200, 240, 249, 299, something, whatever. You can look for a deal, but you can get the FL Studio and just start rocking. You can rock stock plugins and put effects on it, and you can make some hard shit like that. Or you can go buy a basic suite of VSTs, and you up and running for even if you got to buy a laptop, you could go about a band on that. So I mean, it's all in how you want to do it. I recommend starting off a little smaller for the new cats. But if you're an intermediate or higher pro level producer, I would say go for it if you got the paper and it ain't gonna change nothing in your life. But I wouldn't go getting no maxing out a credit card or getting no credit and doing all that mess just to get one of these joints, man. But yeah, those are just my thoughts, man. I'll definitely I'm gonna try to put my hands on one. I'm gonna see if any of my people in my area got one. See if I can go over and play with it with them or whatever. You know what I mean? Go over there and put my hands on it. And once I get my hands on it, I'll give more thoughts on it. But yeah, Akai, I would love to see y'all do. I know it's coming. I know y'all probably got it in development right now, man. But yeah, maybe a 49. You know what I'm saying? Give us the 8 cores, give us the 16 gigs, but give us the third-party VSTs, please. Yeah, man. But yeah, that's my thoughts, man. Peace.